Hi everyone, this is Retekess Radio. Today I will introduce a new radio TR629, which is a radio with a handle and a digital display. But the radio is not yet available in the United States, and it is expected to be available in North America and Europe in mid-April. Uh, this radio is quite large and it will have some weight because there are 3D batteries in it, and this radio is 8 inches long without this tuning knob, and it is 2.5 inches wide and 5 inches high without this handle. Uh, Let's go to the left of the radio first. You can see there is a 101 and 10-volt AC socket. So if you use it in the kitchen or bedroom, this can make the back of the radio close to the wall. So it is very convenient. And at the top, there is a 360 degrees rotatable antenna, and this antenna is 23.62 inches long when fully extended. So this is very beneficial for FM and SW reception. And also, unlike other analog tuned radio, the TR629 radio shows the frequency through the digital display, so you can tune the exactly to the station you want without any drift. And the tuning is very simple. You just need to turn turn the knob on the side on the right side to turn the radio. So if you want to tune to a specific frequency, you can also directly input the radio frequency you want through the number buttons at the bottom of the screen. And the 5 buttons on the left side of the screen are used to set clock alarms and manually store radio stations, which will be shown later. And below the and below the and below the key is a large knob that controls the volume. And the right button we have a band knob for switching the FM and AM and SW3 bands. And the right button we have a mode knob for switching between the radio and MP3 mode. So going to the right side of the radio, there is not only a large tuning knob, but also there are 3 sockets for headphones and micro SD card and SD card. So if you like to listen to some music or audiobooks, you can download the music and book to a micro SD card and play it on the radio without any network connection. And on the back of the radio, uh, is a battery compartment. So if you want to take the radio outdoors, you can put in 3D batteries and go on a trip camping or walking. So now let's show some functions of this radio. Uh, you can see now the screen shows the clock and the temperature and the battery level. and we can adjust the time to the actual time. You can just long press the clock button, and then we can adjust the clock through the knob on the right side, and you can short press the clock button to switch it from hour to minute. And also, this radio can set an alarm. We can short press this alarm button to switch from the four alarm modes, the off and the bell, and also the music and the radio. You can see there will be an icon on the display to show the mode of the alarm. And you can short press the alarm button to switch the mode of the alarm. There are four modes to choose from. Uh, the the bell and the music and the radio and off. You can choose the mode of the alarm, and also you can long press the alarm button to set the time of the alarm, just like setting the clock. You just need to turn the tuning knob to choose the time of the alarm. Um, and also, uh, and also, there is another function that is you can long press the number 9. Uh, you can long press this button to change the 12-hour and 24-hour clock. You can and there is another function of the time is that you can long press the number 9 to switch to switch the 12-hour and 24-hour. Uh, so you can press this button to switch the clock mode. And now let's test the band reception by pressing the power to turn on the radio. And the TR629 has three bands, the FM band and AM band and SW band. And the AM band is the medium wave because the band in this range tuned by AM, and over time this band is called the AM band. Now let's take a look at the FM band. The FM band is not easily interfered by some radio noise from electrical equipment in cities. So better FM signals can also be obtained in cities, offices, and other places with many electrical appliances. And because FM can provide better audio than AM and SW, and significantly reduce the squelch popping sound that often occurs in the AM and SW band. So the music broadcasts mostly in the FM band, but the FM's propagation distance is not very far, and it is easy to be interfered by mountains. So generally, the receiving distance can reach up from 30 to 40 miles. However, if you have a better antenna and better FM radio, you can receive FM radio stations from longer distances. Now let's tune the tuning knob to change the radio station.
但很快演变成了一场惊险刺激、横跨全球的竞赛。他们必须赶在冷酷无情的蒙卡达之前寻得宝藏。
Oh my God! Should make him out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
制造一个属于他们自己的国家，他们毁了地球，他们毁了我们的生活。
现在我说几个大项吧。
您说一下。
登陆的呢？
So if you want to search the radio stations quickly, you can long press these two buttons, the forward button and the backward button, and also you can long press the ATS button to automatically search and store the radio stations. So now the radio will automatically search for the radio stations and automatically store the searched radio stations. And also there is you can also manually store the radio stations. For example, you can short press this record button for manual preset. We try to store the current station. You can short press, then you can store the current station to this position. If you and also if you have a macro SD card, you can also long press. You can also long press the record button to record the sound of the station to your SD card. And also you can long press the number 6. It is also the delete button. You can long press this button to manually delete a stored preset. Uh, you can and also you can manually delete the stored station. You can long press the number 6 marked delete uh, to manually delete the frequency. And also you can long press the number 0 to read the presets and switch the stations with the tuning knob. When you long press this button, then you can turn the tuning knob to listen to the radio that that are stored. And also, if you want to tune to preset frequency, you can also directly enter the numbers through the number keys. For example, let's press the 1041. Then you can directly enter this radio stations. And now let's introduce the AM band and the MSW band. These two bands are modulated by AM, and the broadcast distance is long, but it is easily interfered by some radio noise of electrical equipment such as computers, lamps, and other electrical appliances. And the common feature of these two bands is that the signal received at night is better, and the distance of the station is farther than uh, in the daytime. So if you want to receive a long range station in on AM and SW band, it is best to try it at night. Now let's search. Now let's try to search for some AM bands.
表示，其他同事表示了，那你还拿什么跟别人竞争？这肯定要落于人后。到时候遇到点事儿，一点人脉都没有，第一个淘汰的就是你。很多人都像我朋友的父母一样，总是认为送礼是一件积累人脉、巩固职位的表现，否则职场上的重要人脉就会被别人抢走，自己就没有办法出人头地。真正人脉的方式。马屁的人，往往他们的能力配不上人脉二字。而对于真正称之为人脉的人来说，个人能力、道德品质远比礼物要有用的。因为我不是商人，我研发发酵工作是为了治病，不是博取私利。
Since this room has a lot of running electronics, it is possible that the AM and the SW signals are completely overwhelmed by the electrical noise. So if you want to receive the station on the AM and SW bands, it is better to try it at night. And also, if you like listening to the music or audiobooks in addition to listening to the radio, then you can also download your favorite music or audiobooks to a micro SD card and play them on the radio. And micro SD card and the SD card slot support cards up to 122 GB.